I've come to like this place. Okay, let me clean the camera. I don't know, every time that I start to record, I forgot. Yeah, at least it's better. So, and considering that I'll be uploading in 720 pixels, I need to have it in place. I need to have a clear camera. I don't know. I think for the past 2 weeks, I've been uploading my videos in just 720 pixels. And I like it because I have data anyway. One video will go for about, yesterday's video was about 7 GB, 7.5 or even 7.4 something. Likely 8 if it goes too far. So yeah, YouTube will hold that video for me because I don't have storage. Can you tell me that I can be holding all these videos with all, well, it costs for me to have terabytes and terabytes of data, or even storage space. So yeah. So I'm here on I think it is on a Friday. No, it is on a Saturday, and I am supposed to what am I supposed to do? I don't know what to say anymore. It's only that, yeah. So today I'm supposed to write a book, a self-help book. So right now, what am I doing? Let me just actually sit down and talk about all these things that I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is just writing books. Okay? In my free time, it's not my main thing that I'm doing, but I'm doing it on the sideline. Writing books. Number 2, self-help books. And I'll actually be posting them on Amazon. Yesterday is when while casually scrolling through TikTok, I realized kumbe I can get a cracked Adobe software in a website called Get Into My PC. I've never thought, okay, I am aware of the name, only that it didn't occur to me as an answer some days before, because getting a cracked software is actually very difficult. I can tell you for a fact. You go to Telegram, is when you get a virus, you install it in your PC, someone bothers you for the next 5 days. They are trying to hack your Gmail, your Microsoft accounts, your Steam accounts. That's how it it ends up in a situation where you have lost your Steam account and you can no longer game anymore. Yeah, just some days later. Oh wait, it was just before. That's when I met some people in the Steam account. So that's when you get to know why there's much more to this. Yeah, one thing leads to the other, and you find that you realize that you had installed, before it hits you that you had installed a malware. Yeah, you have wasted a couple of time and you have lost some hope, and you say that you will not install Adobe InDesign again. So yeah, yesterday I got that from that website. Well, casually just scrolling through TikTok is when you get your answer. And I've noted that if you ask a question and it is not immediately answered, just be very observant in your environment. You'll definitely get an answer. That's a guarantee. That's a sure bet. Every time that I ask a question, I know that for a fact 100% or even 100 plus 1%, I will definitely get an answer. It might not be now, but there'll come that time when I'll get it. So I don't worry about many things such. If I ask a question right now and if it is not immediately answered, I know it's not the right time. The universe is telling me, okay, hold up, you focus on other things, and then I'll bring you an answer sometimes later. Which is actually a question, this current question that I'm asking: who is the right soulmate for me? Is it the one that I had designed in my mind, or is it the one that God designed for me? I have already pictured my soulmate way before I met them. Is this now? My question is this the right person? And because I'm still yet there undecided, who is who, who is who. Should I choose the person that I had created, or who? Okay, this is a point. Do I need to choose the person that I want, or the person that I need? Yeah, I'm yet undecided. So it was yesterday it occurred to me that I need not to focus on the girlfriend boyfriend thing. Yeah, they'll come at the right time. You just equip yourself with a skill, start some money, they definitely come. Aki watakuja. What I thought yesterday is that instead of chasing, why don't I attract? And by attracting, I mean attracting, like you stay here and you do your own thing. They bring themselves to you. You don't need to chase. They say that you don't need this saying that if you see butterflies and you want them, you will use a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of distractions trying to chase them. Why instead don't you create a garden? Okay, a garden. Plant flowers, plants with flowers, and then the butterflies will come. It's actually very easy. As much as it will take, of course, the efforts of chasing and the efforts of preparing the garden and planting the flowers, it will be almost the same anyway. So you're using the energy anyway. But there is now objective energy. Objective energy is where, okay, let me just set up. I know it will take some time to preparing the soil, garden, plant some, get some flowers, plant them, take time. It takes time for a plant to grow. Wait some few days, and then finally they'll come. Like they'll just bring themselves to me, and I'll have all the luxury, all the time, all the. Oh my goodness, the phone was about to fall. You'll have all the, even the permission to even touch them, because they have the good environment. This is where they need to be, and you have created them. And yeah, right now it's not the time to think of the partner, the soulmate. It's not, really not. It was just in my mind yesterday, and I was like, okay, you know what, I don't need to chase anymore. Let me just focus on, in these 3 months that I have, let me just focus. Because right now, if I include my girl, actually yesterday I said that I'm about to ask them where they have placed me yesterday, and it was part of my prayer. Yeah, after the diary, I said, you know what, no, some hours later after I did the prayer, and prayer works every day, anytime, prayer works. Prayer works magic. I asked this from my maker, from my God, my higher being, yeah, my creator. Hey, there's this black worm that is being attacked by some ants. Okay, let me record it. I don't know if it is clear, but it is being chased by the ants. The ants behind, you can see. Okay, I'm not sure if it is visible, but It's coming to this direction. I want to chase it away. So, yeah, just some hours later, it occurred to me that it is when, it is God speaking when you are calm and just a thought out of nowhere comes or lands in your mind, on your mind. And you're like, by the way, that makes sense. Right now, don't chase. Yeah, build yourself such that when they come, they realize, wow, this is a person with value. Right now, it's actually very easy for someone to, yeah, it's actually, give yourself respect first. Okay, equip yourself. Let them find you with value, such that they will not play around like they do. Yeah, with some boys. So actually, no one is now in my mind. I'm no longer chasing anymore. Let me build myself for the next 3 months and come out as a superior being, a better version of myself. You're here to earn respect. But yeah, so everyone here that was in my mind, I've just dropped them off. And actually, I've actually planned to reroute. See, I wrote the plan yesterday, so that is meant for now, focusing on the priorities right now. After that, they now will find me in a house. I think I want someone to find me in my own house. I'm paying all the rent. I'm taking care of my own things, such that when they come, I can take care of them. Okay. But right now, let me just focus on the important things. So, and this is a bet I'm placing on myself, and the bet that you can never fail is the bet of investing in yourself. That's the guarantee, like that's a sure bet that you will win. A sure bet of yourself, investing in yourself. Okay, build my communication, which I've not been intentional with it for a very long time. I've not been practicing talking to people. I don't know, it's just I lack time and I lack the drive. But I'll start slowly, speak with one person. The next day I speak with two. That amount will keep on, growing, and hack into the system. I haven't today read the how to negotiate, so I wouldn't really talk about anything in particular about that book today. But I'll be reading a chapter with some several subchapters, because this book has a lot of subchapters. So I need to limit how the time that I'm using for that. This book I'm treating it with some priority. That's why I'm going slowly. But so far, I really wanted to talk about that. Right now, let me just shift my focus. Actually, the person that I was thinking of, let me just remove them from my mind. Right now, go offline. I'm actually I'm yet to decide if I'll be posting on my WhatsApp. Like, I'll be staying blank, like blank. I am not talking, but I'm watching statuses. I'm just there. I'm not saying hi. I'm just there. Or if I decide, I can even uninstall WhatsApp. But it isn't necessary for now. I need to have WhatsApp just around, just in case, because we are conversing with some people, and I feel that they might be beneficial in one way or the other. I might equip them with some value, and I get value back. So I must first learn about myself, equip myself with abilities. They say that if you want a good partner, also be a good partner. Also, like, you have to be first the person that you want. Okay, you have first to be the person who you want. Okay, what do I mean? Like, you want a good partner. You have to first of all be that good partner so that you can attract them, so that you can be on the same vibration and you attract them. That's how the universe works. The universe has laws. Yeah, you attract what you want, or what, yeah, opposite, or okay, well, likes attract each other in the spiritual realm. Unlike this conscious environment that you are living in, it says that like attracts, yeah, unlike attract each other. It's opposite in the spiritual realm. Likes attract likes, and by that it goes to even beyond the physics explanation. There's this quantum physics, quantum physics. It says if you are on a vibration, if an object is on a certain vibration, it is giving some certain energy. It is on a certain vibration. It has some wavelength. It is in sync with another object that has the same and they are likely to come to each other because they have the same characteristics. They have the same wavelength. That's where whatever you think is what you become. Whatever man thinketh is what he becomes. Okay. Like right now, I think of myself being the best AI content creator. I am because I think I am, and it's likely that I am going to be because I have created. It sort of created this vibration, higher vibration, at a point where now the body recognizes that there's something extraordinary or powerful about our mind. Our mind is that it can create something in there. It can imagine things. Okay, and the ability to imagine things is what the universe reads as reality. It reads as okay, it's doable. The universe reads that. There's a high likelihood if you repetitively think of this thing each and every time, the universe will read that as true, and then it will give feedback. By the way, this is how the manifest. Okay, this is how reality comes into being. Something is created into the mind. You keep thinking of it, and it goes to the universe. The universe reads this, and if you continue giving this energy going to the universe, it's like I don't know. Have you seen this aeroplane? These lights of the aeroplane where they blink, tap, tap. That's how imagination or even thoughts are. Like they are that strong. Okay, they act in that manner where you just give them out unknowingly or unconsciously. You are just giving energy out, and you do this repetitively and frequently. The universe reads that, and now it will give you feedback based on what you want. You are creating in your mind by equipping you with the necessary resources, by bringing you people in your life, by setting you in an environment where you can thrive in that thing, enabling you to do that. But now in the conscious world, what you have to do is that you have to validate that thought so that the universe now can back you up. That's the only point that you get people even reach. You get people manifesting. That's how manifesting works. Thought. Universe picks that. You want to validate this. The universe supports that, backs that up. Yeah, it's there to push it so that it can be reality. That's how reality becomes. I think of yeah. Let me think of the best AI content delivery on TikTok. Like, people know me because they see my face, they remember AI. AI. They know that I'm good at delivering productivity content with AI. They can help people to solve their problems with AI. Yeah, that's what people associate me with. I'm the best of that best. Like, no one else is doing the shit that I'm doing, the epic shit that I'm doing. Yeah, that's how much I am thinking of myself. And if I continue repetitively and frequently and regularly see myself in that picture and start to validate that imagination, you know, I read this picture, or even I read this, is it a phrase or even some wordings that whatever you can think, imagine it can become. It can become, because you are able to think about it, and there's no way that you can think about something yet it's not doable. That's how the journey of creating aeroplanes started. Yeah, this guy called Wright. Yeah, I think Wright. That with a W at the um he first thought of, he actually saw a need. He actually, and nothing will ever come into your mind if you haven't seen anything around that almost is similar to that thing, such that, the human brain is wired to refer to the past experiences, to refer to the past memories, the past anything that has happened previously. As much as you won't appreciate that, but whatever you think is what you have already seen. Do I have storage? Okay, I hope so. Okay, every time that I look at the camera is 22, 22. Okay, thank God. Mungu ni mwema. Um, what was I say? What was I? Yeah, your past experiences shape the way you think, shape the ideas that you have. And okay, I'll come to the thought of books. Reading books is what exposes you to many things. I'll come back to that. So, this being a past experience creates past creates in that back and forth cycle is when you have to learn that right is what actually they can tell what happened when Wright created the first aeroplane. He saw birds flying, I am sure. And he was very objective with his while he was looking at the birds. He saw very many birds flying, and I'm sure he saw a bird that was flying without flapping its its wings. I'm sure he observed at one point unconsciously. He observed this um, bird flying without and he was like, but then he continued to observe. This is being fed through the subconscious mind. Whatever you feed the subconscious mind is what consciously, using the superconscious, starts to create, because the subconscious literally downloads everything that I'm observing out here. Yeah, that's why if you are near rich people, you are likely to become a rich person, because you are feeding the subconscious with good information. So this is how rich people are. This is how rich people relate with each other. This is how rich people eat. This is how rich people laugh. This is how rich people, or even let me call them wealthy people, someone who, yeah, who has, yeah, at least he has something to show to the world. He has cars, he has mansions. So this is how Nini walk. Like the subconscious will be, you won't note it, but over time, if you continue engaging with these people, that's when you realize, so it's not actually very difficult to become rich, and you are likely to be tuned to that frequency where, okay, you're now like them, and it's a guarantee that if you continue living with them, it's just only 1 year, 2 years, but you'll be, after you'll be one of them, that you'll be enjoying the privileges of being a rich person, a wealthy person. Yeah, you have got to associate with those people. That's why we tend to be told, it is often told that you need to be in the right environment with the right people. Yeah, interact. They say that if you find yourself that you are the brightest or the smartest in the room, you are in the wrong place. Honestly, you are in the wrong place. Why? Why is it occurring that way? Why is it being told this way? It is because of the power of the subconscious. Yeah. Okay, if you stay, okay, you know what? I'm the smartest in this room, so there's a high chance that you'll be okay. You'll be laggy in what you are. Okay, what do I mean by laggy? I mean, like, you are no longer compelled to compete with anyone. You're just in the relaxing mood. Okay, that means that you won't have that zeal to even grow further, because you see that you have reached this point. No one can, and that is what happened while I was in while I was in St. Peter's Boys. No wonder I changed the environment and my grades dropped. So back in Michinda, so we have, remember, this is okay, it is almost a national school. That means competition in this school is just on another level. You just can't keep up with the nini. One time you are number one, the other time you are number three. And remember, you have very many marks. Like, you are competing against the best of the best, because you are in the best school. So being a number one right now doesn't guarantee you that in the next exam you will be a number one. Okay, that's how stiff the competition was. I sometimes felt very bad, because I had yearned to. Now, it happened that every time that we did the exams in this school, it often led to there was a prize giving day. Like, you are given something. There was now the mid-term exam and the end of term exam. So the end of term exam is what. So the end of term exam is when prizes were given to people. And what do I mean by prizes were given to this? So in the mid-term exams, there were no prizes that were given. I don't know. This is how the school was operating, and whoever decided that, I don't know. I think they were actually, that was very good, a brilliant idea. You can't keep on giving someone a prize after every exam. Make people miss something such that now they give it value. So at the end of each exam, so it was now 3 times per year, there was prize giving day. It was bread and soda. And when you're a child, brain and what do you call bread and soda is actually a luxury thing, because you never live with it. You never eat such foods, such snacks. It's actually very rare, even for your parent to buy you such. So that's why you strive to be number one, number two, number three, so that you can be bought that nini. bread and whatever. I wish they could have done it better, but I think we enjoyed that that time. So we could sit in a dining hall. I don't remember the did it did the dining hall in Michinda have a name? I can't quite remember. We only had one actually. So that is what we were using by then. We sit down, the whole school, from class 1 to class 8. The one now they start calling the number 1, number 2, number 3. And you are given the soda and the bread. Okay, what set the difference is the amount of bread between number 1 and number 2. Number 1 was given the whole bread, number 2 almost half, number 3 was given a quarter of it. And we earned, was there any prize? I just can't recall, but maybe if I can interact with someone that was there, I think I can recall the prize or what was being given at that point. I just can't remember. Now we have that. At one point we did a midterm exam, and I was like, now they were now giving prizes, and they had announced that in midterm we are going to give prizes to whoever comes number 1. I think number 1 to number 3. Now tell me why. Okay, and it was special. Why? Because it was the Wazungus that had actually come to our school to offer that. Whoever will be number 1, 2, 3 will be given this. So I don't know what happened, but I somehow missed to be number 1, neither number 2, number 3. I think I became number 4 or 5. It was just there. And oh my goodness, it pained me, because how did that happen? Yeah? Whenever you want to motivate people, tell them that there is a prize. But do it very, very objectively, and knowing very well that they care for that thing that you are about to give to them. So I didn't work extra hard, but okay, I never thrive in environments where someone expects anything from me. Okay, by that I mean, stop giving me expectations. And the mistake that I remember I did is that I gave myself expectations. Like I must be number 1. Little did I know that people were working extra hard to make sure that they attain that number 1, 2, or 3. So it happened that whoever came number 1 or number 2, number 3 was given a prize, a pencil, very special pencils and pens and books or something. I really can't quite remember, because at that time I was actually very sad. I don't remember I don't remember those moments, but I remember from class 1 to class 3 we were seated at near this in this field. Okay, there's a certain field in this school that has a landscape, like it is slanting. We were seated there and we were given prizes. I recall I was pained. Remember, I'm used to becoming number 1, number 2, number 3. So this was a life changer. Okay, or it's likely that they gave the number 1s only, not the number 2 and 3. I must have been number 3 or number 2. Likely number 3 or 4. Like between those 3 numbers. 3, 4, 5. Between the 3. And tell me why the next exam I became number 1. I was like, why did this happen in the midterm exam? Man, I was really devastated. I was really disappointed in that regard. You see, you have got to appreciate the fact that things will happen. Huh? And from this point, I never give myself expectations. I think I learned that was registered in my subconscious. Never expect. And I even told my mom of that nini. That people were given nini, and they imagine I missed. Number one is number one to me is not really a task that I can't attain, because I've always been number one, because my number dictates that I'm number one. That's how it goes. That's how my life is. I only know of number one. Mm? And it's likely that even my children will be very smart. Actually, geniuses for that matter. My first daughter will be a genius. That's something that I am sure of. She will be a genius. Like, you talk of genius. Now she'll be a genius. She'll be very bright. Me, I can only see her. I'm holding her in my hands. She has just been born. She's very quiet. She's smiling. I'm in my home with my partner, with my wife. Is it my partner or my wife? My partner. We are enjoying life. So yeah, I've got to think of myself as being the best AI content delivery. And I don't know if you have noted, from yesterday, there's something that has changed about me. I'm able now to explain stories. I'm able to tell stories easily without even fidgeting. Oh, not fidgeting, but yeah, throwing words around, and I'm not sure what to say. Right now, I can tell a story easily. It's because I'm building up on my communication. There's a time that I'll be talking so fluently I even forget the time. I'm sure I can do 2 hours, by the way. It's doable. If I can do 1 hour, it means that. But I have to be aligning my thought process to be in a way that I can explore other options. I can go into details. I can jump around with words and even stories, and I end up to be fully talking about something that I really didn't present. But you need to have information. Information is what feedeth the subconscious. The subconscious is what feedeth what it detects, what will be doing in the conscious. So right now my focus is on forex. Right now I think I'm conversant with forex, and conversant in a manner that I can do now. I can know what is happening around. When I was worried about how will I be analyzing my things, but I decided to go the volume trading route. You trade based on volume. Yesterday I placed a trade USD JPY, and I've decided, what? Let me settle on USD JPY. Let me do it for a long time, until now I'm convinced that okay, I now know forex. I can now trade anything based on volume. I'm going to learn today a volume trading profile. Okay, although I'm downloading some tutorials on YouTube to teach me about volume trading, but I'm equipping myself with some knowledge. Have some knowledge prior before now deciding to try out. Now, I haven't yet set up a stop loss on this trade that I placed yesterday at about 8, because I just entered the market. I just want to enter the market, know where to place the stop loss and based on how I have analyzed my thing. Okay, yesterday I didn't analyze, I just placed the trade to see how you can do things. I haven't been trying things enough using this demo account, but once I'm convinced that I have an idea of this strategy is working, I'll be opening even an account next week. There's a likelihood that even I'll be Okay, it's not next week, but a week before next week, or a week after next week. Yeah, there's a likelihood. That is if I do back testing for the next 7, 8 days, or even 10. Once I am sure that this is working, place my money. My emotion have been already. Hey, my emotions right now are just okay, fine. I've been taken care of. As I'm learning forex, I am now equipping myself with the skill of advanced Excel. I downloaded a video from Simply Learn. Read the whole of it. Yeah, practice as much as possible. I know I can get this in 3 months. Like I can now be a advanced Excel expert in 3 months with the daily practice. What are you saying? And remember, I don't have anything to lose. I don't have anything to lose. And on the side, I am writing books. Okay. And on the side, which I'm not treating with priority that much, but I am investing in that. Boots. Remember, I had written a story about a swan. But then I'm supposed to actually narrate a story of a swan. Now, I give a promise. Yeah. I give a promise of I'm going to tell you what happened to Cairo. Yeah, let me just narrate what happened. Simply, Cairo is actually a very renowned, Caliph Cairo is actually a renowned car dealership. Car dealer. Like, he imports car for people. He sells car with his company, Kai and Karo, in Nairobi. And this man has 10 years experience of being a broker. And being a broker, it means that you have got to learn many things. Okay, you have got to build yourself such that you can now talk in front of people. You can sell. And he has mastered this art of selling for the past 10 years. Okay, he's actually 27. He's Gen Z. Generation Z. Now, I like his personality because he's daring. I can tell you for a fact. And he's a life path one, based on how. Yeah, I came to learn that he's a life path 5. Very daring. These are people who are kwani iko nini? These are people who can explore, who are determined, these are people who venture into many things that some people, most of the people that fear, most people fear. Yeah, you fear doing this. Now he'll come and you know what, let me break this norm and do this. So those are the kind of life path 5. I also have that characteristic of a life path 5 only that is not dominant. Okay. Him being a life path 5, it means, yeah, he has all that. And he's an enthusiastic business person, a young business person, making a kill out of his craft, selling. So he has this company. So of late, that is from December, he has been caught up in some situations where it calls for him to answer questions. A client orders for a car, okay, pays the full amount, expects the car to come in just 3 weeks or even 4 weeks. Minimum, okay, maximum 1 month. Now, in business, there are many factors that lead to many things. The guy doesn't deliver the car for 4 months. From October, like October, November, December. Okay, not October, but almost at August or even July. Places are on order on the company. The car is not yet delivered by December. Now, the client, frustrated and annoyed and disappointed by this company, approaches Cairo and tells them, yo, you give me my car, or I'll do something to you. Little did he know that whatever the client had strings attached to, to the DCI. He has access. Those are the people who have connections that you're like, who is the person that I touched? So the clients decide, you know what? You have kept me waiting for 4 months, and every time that I come to ask for my car, and you are like, you snob me. Okay, fine. You'll know who I am. I'll use my power. I'll use my what do you call it? You'll know that I have access to some people, and they'll really frustrate you. So the client takes them to the police station. Caliph is now on him is placed some claims that this is not a genuine person. He is there being chopped. Chop price. He's there burdened with dealing with this case. I'm trying to find the right words, Aki. I'm really struggling. I think I should listen more to news so that I can effectively be communicating such points. So Cairo is in a situation where the guy is not being paid. He has been taken to the police station. Many things are just happening around, and a shake up of things, and oh my goodness, many things are happening, and now he has to deal with them. He has to protect his company. He has to protect his image. That's why he gets himself in the police station. He's locked. There are rumors going around that this young man is has involved himself in illegal activities, or many things happen. So many news come, many things just are running around, and there's so much chaos on Cairo's case. Just some weeks later, another case. Now he's in the police station. He's being detained in the police station, and there's a lot of fights going on between him and the police station and the police officers. They are fighting, literally fighting. It's evident from the videos that had surfaced of him being in the police station and being tortured, or even embarrassed. Not embarrassed, but humiliated. He's being humiliated. And this is a person who has the best, actually, I can genuinely say that this is the best person that you can rely on when importing your car in Kenya. That's the person that you can really trust. You see, that has to be, all that is happening. And you see, we as the young people, or even people who are watching from the side, many things are happening in our minds. Like, for example, me I'm watching him, and I'm like, guy, there are times that you'll be embarrassed. There are times that you'll be faced by many tough situations, and I've got to respect that man. He has stood up his ground, and from that I came to learn that being a business person, you must, how do I say this? Anyway, I think for the lessons, I'll talk about them another day. I think I don't have storage right now. I'm not sure if I have storage. I think I have, but I really don't want to go that far. I'll talk about his story based on what will be my mind another day. But that is what is happening, and I admire his nini. He stood his ground. Of course, that's not the whole story. I'll try to, as much as possible, to narrate it as if I'm a reporter telling people on the TV, okay? So that it makes sense, and even the lessons that I've picked from it. But something occurred in my mind yesterday. Whenever choosing a partner, Aki, make sure that you know about their background. What if now just make sure now let me just conclude by saying this. If you're choosing a partner, just make sure that you are aware of their back life, like you have a pretty sure picture of the person that you are dealing with. Maybe you are dealing with a red thigh person. Okay, and by person I don't mean person, I mean this is African taboo that if you sleep with a red thigh girl or woman, it's likely that you are likely to lose a lot. Like your life was stable, it will be destabilized. You had a job, you lose it. You had a money flowing, money will out of nowhere. Yeah, just know the person that you are getting in a relationship with. Yeah, getting in a relationship with a person. You know, all that has to happen. All that has to be in place. All that you have to be aware. Honestly, you just can't marry a person just for the sake of it. Just know where they are coming from. What type of family? What type of aunties does she have? Maybe they are. You know, the worst case scenario that you can think of is just witchcraft. Although I'll talk about this, I'll expound this in a manner that it's actually very convincing. But just be careful of the person. Just be very confident that you know this person. You can be marrying a person who is, well, I don't know to think of the worst case scenario, but at least know that this person comes from a rich background. So I'm expected to be cop up, even go higher than that. That's standard. In fact, why don't I make this story for, I don't know, tomorrow. Tomorrow will be on a Sunday, and I'll go to church, but I don't know what to talk about. But I'll figure out what to talk about. Maybe I'll get a message from fathers, and things will just move around. Okay. So remember, this is a Sunday that I had planned to do some things. I'll do them honestly and frankly. So yeah, 52 minutes. Let me end this diary here. Remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, we are boys here. Adios.